With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready. 30 base. Check. Walk 54. Come on.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And whoa, he's going to hope that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Okay, ready? Check right 54. Right 54. It's just me and you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The 3rd down throw incomplete by Steve Young. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for him.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Steve Young. And the pressure gets to him again. Lawrence Taylor. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, watch it. Hey, let go. Look at me. Zipper.
Young. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
64.
A handoff to Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
Hey, Sam on.
Young on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Young. That's complete to Sharp. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Young now. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. It'll be Young again. It's caught. Jones. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
60 on. Go.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Protein, spell. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Throwing, Young. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
61, matchbox lights. Rock it. Hey, Haywood. Sweet. Leo. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Young. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
90 Wolf and Alpha.
It's Young on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Go now. 8, read. Check. Yeah.
Young looks to throw on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Young to throw it. With a catch made by Hopkins. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Got it. 54. Hey, 5-7. Check back. Hey, watch that. Check back, 54. Hit it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young. He finds Hopkins complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18, Gator. Any weapon.
On first down, Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now they're setting up the wide receiver screen here on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Barkley looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Hey, Charlie! Stand!
Throwing on 2nd down. Young, but he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Jerry Hughes able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 48 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Option right, Young. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
This is Howard on second down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and 1.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Look at me. Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Let's go. 10 over. Check safety.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Barkley. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now here's Young. It's complete to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. 36. Six guys. Check six guys.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check.
Now Young. Complete to Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Ready, Brick. First and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here we go. Show it. Protein spill. Undercrunch. Check. Lucky. Begin. Topper. Get it.
First and 10, Young. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down at the 28. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 6, Young. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Hey, Delta. They're not ready for this. They still playing. Ready?
Young to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On first down, they run with Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
60 Pittsburgh.
A first down throw for Young. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
In your face.
Looking to throw again on second down. Young, and this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
won't be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
180. 54. Get in the weight room. Get
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Patrick Willis came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Now Newton. But he will find T.O. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Here we go. Yeah, 180. 54. I'm coming after you.
Newton to throw. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Saquon Barkley. 53 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Niners 7, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
On the set. Mike 52. Smooth. Strip that ball. Mike 52. Mike 52. Go on. I'm going to run you over.
First down, Young. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there. First down. From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lawrence Taylor in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. 18 Gator. Check. Watch it before. Yep. 22 jet bomber. Check out. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Young. It's complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Now the Hall of Famer, this is Gale Sayers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Stop your whining.
General West. 5. Hard.
From the gun, Steve Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Hey, Sam on. Rock it.
Young on 3rd and 2. And he's got Lockett. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run, this is Sayers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup there.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check out.
Again, they'll run with Sayers. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Gale Sayers, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Set. 60 or.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against him on that one and hit him big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Here's Steve Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll run with the Hall of Famer Sayers, finding some room at midfield. And all the way in for the touchdown. Gale Sayers with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Blue draw Corker.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Ready?
A give to Barkley out of the gun. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So we got man. Protein spill. Hey, Jack. Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey!
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to hit it.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ready?
Right here. Double tight. Out. 3 down.
Hey, orbit. Go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll take over. We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Sayers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Look, squeeze. Rush in. Switch.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? 90, wolf. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. He's recon, 132 fighter. Yo, go. Stay grip.
They run with Sayers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Let's go. Ready.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Young looks to throw on first down. This one caught by Terrell Owens. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Makes sense. First catch here in the first half for the 6-time Pro Bowler Terrell Owens, the only player in NFL history to be a first-team All-Pro for 3 different teams. That's absolutely nuts.
Now a first down throw for Young, and he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Lawrence Taylor just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a give now to Sayers. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown! Gale Sayers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Yep. Mike, check 33. 33. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hit it.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, here we go. Let's go.
It's Young on first down. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Young. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
43 in the mic. Go.
Young working out of the gun. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is...
And he's into the clear. The 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll go to Barkley again, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Young. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 59 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. On the give, this is Sayers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Exit. Right there. 54, right there. Leo. Ricky. He's coming. We got double up.
Looking to throw on second down. Young. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Chopper. Shift. Yeah.
Mike 54. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run for it with Sayers. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
and a first down.
Ready? Check right 54. Right 61. Match box right. Now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And Young's throw there incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Got it. Recon, 132 fighter. Get him. Switch. Alert flare. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Ready, set. Mike, 45. 65. General West.
From the red zone now, Young. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw, Young. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken short. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 29.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
X3, 218, chopper, now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
64,
From the shotgun, it's Young. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
check it back, check.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Long. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
Protein spill. Look at me. Go. Hey. No. Hey, watch that. Hey, lock it. Go. 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, Charlie. Defense. Hey, here we go. Check three. Bang. Bang.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by LT, the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor. And he will have a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be fielded at the 6.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
36-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Here's Young. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Go! 18, Gator.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
Go!
Young. He's got his man Sharp, complete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the first throw in overtime for Young. And a catch made by Hopkins. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're at OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
Chills. My jewelry code is chill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff that acts like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your poppin', your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend.